You are live with Dr. Chapa. Good morning, good day. Whatever you're tuning in, we are excited that you're with us. Hey, listen, I love detoxification, and many of you know that I always say if you're not detoxing in the 21st century, you are missing a huge piece of your healthcare plan. And that's the truth. You have to realize that you got to take the bull by the horns. You got to take your health more seriously and be intentional with your everyday. And this is your day. When's the best time to plant an oak tree, they say, 20 years ago? When's the next best time? Today, right this second. So I want you to know that you can live your best, be your best, stay your best, one bite at a time. But it takes a little education and a little application of a program that I've been teaching for years and years. That's our 21-day detox program. That's our detox in a box. That is our gallbladder liver flush programs. I am teaching people how to live their best, be their best day in and day out. Why? Because I believe the liver's the giver. And the stronger your liver, the more efficient your liver, the better your thyroid, the better your hormones, the better your energy, the better your mental clarity, the better your sleep. What could be better than being better in all those areas? And that's the simple truth. So tonight, we're going to be discussing your liver, your gallbladder, and what you can do to live your best, be your best, stay your best each and every day. So when you're live with Dr. Chapa, man, share this message with your friends, family, and loved ones. We appreciate the help. We appreciate the sharing of the information, because the reality is it's for you. It's your call. It's your life, your health, your choice. And when you're dialed in to the Chapa Show, guess what? You're going to live better, be better, stay better. You're going to be held accountable, and you're going to be encouraged and inspired to push yourself onward, upward, goodward, and Godward. So I get excited about detox. I can't wait to talk about it. So we're going to just jump right in. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please make a note to share them with us so that we can help you understand what your body is doing and how it's working, so that you feel your best, live your best day in and day out. So the liver and the gallbladder, they are basically, some people think of a filter, right? But they're not. They are your biochemical plant. And so we want to clean this system so that we don't just accumulate trash in our liver. In fact, we want to use our liver to detox trash, waste, and debris out of the body, which we will talk about momentarily. So when you clean the liver and you detox the liver, the body begins to support natural processes that really and truly we shouldn't need help in detox. But the reality is we are so accumulating waste at a speed faster than our bodies can keep up with, which is why you're seeing people with autoimmune disorders and other advanced disorders coming on earlier in the years of their lives. So even down into what I would say 25 and in late teens, we're starting to see people having problems with their liver, gallbladder, in the form of dysregulated hormones, in the form of allergies and skin issues, in the form of dandruff, in the form of their inability to stay asleep during the night, not having wicked, wild, bizarre, funky, exotic dreams. That's what they're having. So your liver is the body's main filtration biochemical plant. So don't look at it simply as a filter. Look at it more like, again, a manufacturing facility. You look at it like a detox facility. Look at it like a chemical plant. The liver helps process toxins, okay? So you take a compound and you convert it into something that you can sweat out, pee out, breathe out, poop out. That is what the liver does. It helps to maximize any excess hormones that are keeping your body from being its best metabolically, neurologically. Chemical buildup in the tissues. When those fat cells swell up 7 times the size of normal and you feel like your waistline is getting thicker or your body is getting softer looking, it's because of metals and chemicals. One thing I'll also tell you guys that I've been observing over the years, I remember when I was first in school, we would see all these dialysis clinics pop up. And it was so fascinating to me because I was like, where are these dialysis clinics pop? Why do so many people have kidney problems? Well, we're coming out of what we call the opioid crisis, where people are living on painkillers and opiates, and they're becoming addicted to these things at the expense of their kidneys, at the expense of their bladder. Holy shnikes. Well, what is now happening in our world today that I'm observing? Well, I'm seeing pelvic floor specialists pop up everywhere. What does that look like? Well, that looks like people having a prolapsed bladder or a prolapsed uterus. And we're starting to see ladies have issues with their internal working organ systems falling out of their pelvis. And yeah, I know you had babies. I get it. That's what they're telling you. It's the baby's fault. But why didn't we have pelvic floor specialists back in the 90s? And the reality is chemical metal toxicity is accumulated so much that it's starting to weigh down the tissues and cause the tissues to literally malfunction. And those ligaments can't hold the weight, so to speak. And that's something that I want people to really grasp hold of, because what we are doing, we are seeing that your chemical metal burden is accumulating in the brain. I just saw a patient today. She got off drugs too fast. Her body detoxed too rapidly. Now she's got a tremor. So I'm like, okay, so we have to help her body clean house. She couldn't control her mood or her emotions. She was just, every conversation she had with me, it was just tears. And not just, she was anxious and nervous and overwhelmed and panicked all at the same time. And her body was overloaded because she stopped medication too quick. You need to have somebody that knows how to help you walk through this journey so that we get rid of all this waste and metabolite acidity that is accumulated in your body. Because if you safely do it, your body thrives. If you don't do it under care, your body may have some bumpy roads and you may doubt your process and never get off the drug, which is really scary, because there is a way to do this well. It isn't just simply cold turkey. This isn't willy-nilly. This isn't a game. This is like your health. And so this is strategy. I teach people how to have better strategy so that they can detox better, metabolize fats better, improve digestion, balance their hormones in all aspects of energy manufacturing and brain chemistry. So let's give you the best version of yourself possible by taking your liver and supporting it in a way that activates its overall function and maximizes those 7 pathways. Symptoms your body may need support in. Common symptoms that people are dealing with. So they come in to see me, they say, Doc, nobody comes in and goes, Doc, I want and they fill in the blank, a detox. Nobody says that. Nobody goes, I want to come in and I want to do a gallbladder flush. Nobody says that. They come in and they complain of fatigue and brain fog and bloating. They come in with skin issues and hormonal issues and poor digestion and headaches. They come in with sugar cravings, low energy, inflammation, trouble digesting fats. They basically have a situation where their body cannot keep up with their day-to-day. By 5 o'clock in the afternoon, their pants are too big or too small, and their waistline is too big, and they feel like they're about to pop. They're sluggish and tired after meals, which, by the way, by definition, if a food, by definition, is supposed to give you energy and you're sleepy after you eat, that is a prime indication that you have eaten fake or make-believe food, which I always tell people, if you're eating make-believe food, the best you'll ever have is make-believe health. So these are the indicators that people come in for, that we then run them through our history. We run them through our surveys, we run them through some tests, and lo and behold, we qualify them to do a detox. Primary goal of a liver gallbladder support program is to maximize liver detox. Is to maximize bile flow. It's to enhance fat metabolism and to reduce toxic burdens that we have accumulated over the month, over the year, over the week, over the day. Whenever we're getting exposed to things, we want our system hot and working like it's supposed to. I had this veterinarian come in one time and tell me her son's liver enzymes were fine, so there's no issue, and that she doesn't need to detox his liver. And that's just not true. 80% of your liver can be destroyed and never show up on a blood panel. And just because you don't have a gallbladder doesn't mean you don't need a gallbladder flush, because the number one genetic anomaly in the body is a gallbladder. Number one, that's an anatomical finding that insinuates that your gallbladder is got a lot of different variations of the theme. And that's because it's also the number one thing surgically removed. And that supports one of my beliefs that the gallbladder grows back. Yep, I said it online. The gallbladder grows back. And when the gallbladder grows back, even if you don't believe it, I've got people with quote unquote no gallbladder, and yet they're passing lime green gallstones. How's that possible? Because your liver can grow back up to 80% of its loss. So 80% can be removed, 80% can regrow. So if we can get the toxic burden down, if we can support the energy pathways, if we can get the right soil, if you will, of vitamins, minerals, and essential fats, you will not only just improve your situation digestively speaking, you will enhance and regrow things that were maybe not able to function like they were prior to seeing us. So we want to teach people how to live better, be better, stay better, one bite at a time. So foods that help clean your liver: bitter greens. This is going to be Brussels sprouts, asparagus. These are going to be your broccolis, your sulfur-rich vegetables as well, broccolis and cauliflowers. Cheese is in there, dude. It's just a picture. I don't promote that. No cheese, mucus forming, clogs up your tissues. Somebody just snuck that in there. Eggs, fine. Onions, fine. And microgreens are fine. So we want to really leverage your Swiss chards and your green leafy vegetables, your kales, very good in the bitter department, then your sulfur-rich foods, and then antioxidant-rich foods like your chocolate and avocados, and even in berries. You can get a lot of bang for your buck helping your tissues from an antioxidant-rich perspective. Chia seeds are really powerful here. Pumpkin is really powerful here. And then B vitamin replacement. My goodness, how many patients do I have to use B vitamins with? Most all. I use a product called Energy Force. It's at shop.justlivewell.com, and Methyl B Force, which is methylated B vitamins, to maximize what you're not getting in your diet and what your body digestively can't manufacture because you're too dirty, you're clogged up. You have what they call dirty bowel syndrome. So dirty bowel syndrome essentially indicates that your system needs to be cleaned out, and then we need to enhance those manufacturing facilities, which when we're off detox, will teach you through mineral repletion and nighttime routines how to get and maximize your stomach for the next day, your B vitamins for nighttime detox, and your B vitamin energy for mitochondrial support, cellular energy the next day. The nutrients help support liver detox pathways, and they protect your body from oxidative stress. So foods that nourish the liver and gallbladder: beets, garlic, broccoli, Brussels, turmeric, dandelion, artichoke, cilantro, all good for cleaning up and getting rid of excess estrogens from xenoestrogen products. This is all in your skincare, body care products. It's in a lot of food products. You get exposed to heavy metal and chemical toxicity in the water, the air, the foods that we're consuming. There's pesticides on things. So your artichoke and cilantro and dandelion, very powerful. And so when we look at different ways of cleaning out and enhancing the body, we look at herbs, nutrients, and we look at processes and how to enhance those processes. When you support these processes, your bile production sites go up, which essentially bathes your intestinal lining, keeping it moist, keeping it pliable, keeping it tender, keeping it very vibrant. You don't want a dry sea anemone. You want one that's very flowy and very rich. Well, bile helps keep that happening. When you enhance these foods in your diet, you remove toxins more effectively. You support better digestion. You provide antioxidation, which essentially means you're not rusting anymore, or you're not driving the inflammatory process anymore. Encouraging healthy inflammatory responses. So did you know sometimes inflammation is a necessary process that you need to go through, and you may not have enough nutrition to go through the inflammatory process, which I think is fascinating. If you don't have enough nutrition to support the inflammatory process, inflammation can get stuck in a holding pattern and really wreck your health and cause a lot of unnecessary suffering, pain, discomfort. So simple habits that support detoxification day in and day out. Breathing, that's a great one. Castor oil packs. Great idea. I use castor oil packs with a terry cloth over the liver and a hot pad and a laser. Very powerful, very easy to do. Wet brushing. That's either inside the shower. Pull towards your heart. You want to pull towards your heart, from your feet to your heart, to your wrist to your heart, from your belly up to your heart, from your shoulders down. And you pull in this motion because you will activate those lymphatic system where it doesn't need a ton of pressure like a standard massage where you really dig in the muscle. You can gently just work the system. I just had a patient who was having a lot of dizzy spells. It was a simple spleen issue. So we activated her spleen by putting her on a spleen product and a sesame seed oil and an immune booster to stimulate natural killer cells. And we stimulated her white blood cell count. We adjusted her spleen, and we lasered her spleen and detoxed her in the foot bath. And lo and behold, her whole system kicked back on. The vertigo went away before she left the building. That, my friends, is a miracle. And it's no small feat. This is not Dr. Chapa. This is Jesus Christ, the healer, Jehovah Rapha, the Lord healer. Praise his name. I'm so thankful that he's given me a gift to serve his people and to love people better and to show them a better way. This is you taking the bull by the horn. So make your appointments, get to the office, hold your appointments, keep your appointments, stay in the game, because those that stay in the game long enough, those that do the work and follow the recommendations to the best of their ability, they don't have to be perfect, just the best of their ability, will get better. I assure you, everybody does. So sweating through movement. If the dude don't move, the dude don't groove. This is classic Chapa lingo. And you've got to get out there and move and groove and sweat a bit. You need that tailbone wagging, so to speak, to get that cerebral spinal fluid pumping so that you can get your lymphatics to drain and activate and keep infectious burdens down. This is powerful. Daily exercise and walking program. So just as simple as a walking program could be effective, a yoga class could be effective. I love kettlebells. I love club bells. I love mace. I love that old world strength training in that respect. I've gotten far away from just going to the gym and pushing on stuff. I love to do dynamic motions because it twists my body. It activates my grip, strong heart. They've actually proven that the stronger the grip, the stronger the heart is on that side of the body. So females should be able to squeeze 180 pounds with ease 10 times in each hand, and a male should be able to do 220 with ease in each hand. And if that's not you, that means that you're missing out on great energy. We want to help you get there where you not only are your grip strength getting stronger, but you're actually learning how to fix and navigate weaknesses in your neural chain. We want your hormonal axis kicking butt and taking names. Deep breathing exercises. We forget, and me talking fast, we forget to breathe. There's this great program called Tactical Breather. It is a free app that you can download, and it takes you through block breathing exercises. This one time I literally had a patient that I put on a block breathing program as a supplement because she was so stressed out that I just needed her to breathe. So she did 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold. 4 seconds out, 4 seconds hold. That was the message that she needed to send to her cells that everything's going to be okay. And the sympathetics came down, the parasympathetics went up. Parasympathetics are your rest and digest system. Or some of you guys out there that might want to stimulate your vagus nerve. This is a great way to do that through breathing exercises. So you do not have to beat yourself up in the gym to get benefits of detoxification. So these practices increase all kinds of blood flow, lymphatic flow. Replenish the body while detoxing. Sea vegetables, mineral broths, electrolytes, trace minerals. I could go off on each one of these. A lot of your sea vegetables like algae and stuff are very anti-inflammatory, rich in nutrients. A lot of these have iodine built up in there. They have other micronutrients, sun-dried nutrients, and it's amazing. We underestimate the power of that for which is in our sea life. And I know there's some things out there that are toxic, but so is in your environment. It's probably in your cupboard. It's probably in your hand. If you're eating a Snickers bar right now or a candy bar of sorts, more than likely that's got tons of preservatives. Fake food, if you will. And if I say it again, make-believe food leads to make-believe health. So let's do better than that. Mineral broths. My wife loves making bone broth with all the chicken bones that we use or turkey bones that we use when I'm doing meal prep. And she'll put turmeric in there. She'll put MCT oil in there. She'll do different things to help enhance the anti-inflammatory process. So at the Wellness Wife on Instagram, she's got a lot of pro tips and help for people to just live this life in real life alongside me, who lives this out daily in front of my family. And so electrolytes, I can't say enough of good things. If you don't have enough good salts in your body, you won't activate the cells. The cells won't become more electric. And when they're not electric, they're not communicating well. And when they're not communicating well, you're missing out on your best version of self. And of course, for every toxin that you have in your body, you lose minerals. So trace minerals and electrolytes become critical in detoxing the body, cleansing the body, decreasing inflammation in the body, because electrolytes and minerals will help escort toxins out of your system. What are these toxins coming from? They're coming from the water, from the air, from your food. They're coming from your skincare. They're coming from the smelly things all up in your house. There's the car exhaust, tire fumes, and of course, the dry cleaners. You're getting exposed to this stuff day in and day out. So the sooner you realize, the more minerals you put in, the more electrolytes you put in, and you need more than you give yourself. That's for sure. Most people just underestimate the power of how much they should absolutely consume. Minerals help support hydration, cellular function, energy production, nerve and muscle tissue, and healthy detox pathways. So again, for every toxin that you get rid of, so if you get rid of a unit of mercury, you may lose 4 minerals. If you get rid of a unit of cadmium, maybe it's 2 minerals. So I don't know that's the easiest way I can explain it is there's no exact, here's the ratio of 4 to 1 or 2 to 1. Just know that when you get rid of metals, when you get rid of chemicals, you are losing vitamins, you are losing minerals, all kinds of minerals, because to neutralize these substances, these acidic metals and chemicals, you have to have adequate electrolytes, adequate minerals in the body to keep it neutral and for your body to be able to flush it out effectively well. That enhances cellular function and nerve function. When that also will drive right into energy production and healthy detoxification. So stay encouraged because it is your game, man. You can live your best life day in and day out, but we don't want to leave you depleted. These are necessary mineral baths that help support the body. Helpful nutritional support during detox. My friends, I have products that have all these ingredients already built in. So my milk thistle, I have a product called Liver Force. NAC, I have a product called Q Force. I have a product called Chlorella spirulina that will help to maximize your metal and cleansing metal programs. I've got chlorophyll ointment and oral gels that will decrease inflammation, pain, that will eat up all kinds of junk in your blood. So this actually is a blood cleanser, and you can get that at shopjustlivewell.com. Liver Q Force, chlorophyll complex or Chlorella spirulina, and B vitamin extracts. So B vitamins, I use methylated Bs. It's called methyl B Force and methyl B12 sublingual, and it helps maximize your body's overall ability to run these detox pathways. So how to help your body on a detox? Well, we do use vitamins. So I have not been able to do effective detox. It's more of a cleanse if you don't have the supplements and herbs to maximize the processes at hand. That's why detoxification is such a powerful tool. Is we use the vitamins to enhance your body's day-to-day activity so that you can do both live and detox at the same time. And so make sure you are asking for help in where to start, because I use everything from juniper berries to milk thistle to beets to asparagus to cruciferous vegetables to chlorophyll, N-acetylcysteine, micronutrients, B vitamins. I mean, it's just so many different things that I do. But essentially, this is the process for which we are supporting the removal of fat-soluble compounds into water-soluble substrates that you can pee, poop out, sweat out, and breathe out. So you take toxins, either they're pollutants, pesticides, drugs, whatever, and you convert them to phase 1 metabolites. And these then become the process for which your body converts them into water-soluble substrates. So these are typically stored in fat cells. They're excreted. This is why people have brain fog, by the way, because your brain's got a lot of fat. This is why breast tissue gets inflamed in the upper third of the tissues. If you break it in quarters, the upper fourth, actually, not third, but upper fourth is typically more inflamed. And then going through phase 1, look at all those nutrients, fat-soluble vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin E, calcium, antioxidants, B vitamins. Do you know that glutathione, all these different products are in my detox already, my ultimate detox? Why? Because I know that if I can get trash out of your bowels, if I can get trash out of your kidneys, you're going to thrive and you're going to love how you feel. You're going to feel more graceful. Your joints are going to be more pliable. Your life is going to be just better and more better. So guys, phase 1 detox is important, but then that intermittent metabolite phase is where antioxidants come in. And then the phase 2 is where we pee it out, sweat it out, breathe it out, poop it out. But look at all the nutrients it requires to take in and do these processes. So if you have bad digestion, irritable bowel syndrome, for example, or irritable bowel disease, or these are indicators that inflammation is out of hand, and we've got to be a little bit more strategic on how we come in at you. So I don't recommend a detox to everybody. Not to say that detox wouldn't be good for everybody. It's 21 days twice a year, so 42 days a year of detox. But if you're new to me, I may say, look, we're going to do one in September. Do that one with us, and let's use the next 3 months to get you better, to strengthen your organs, to strengthen your glands, to maximize your overall well-being so that you perform your best. So phase 1 and phase 2 detox, I can just hit that home run right there. The liver breaks toxins down into intermediate metabolites. The body converts toxins into forms that can safely leave your body through urine, stool, and sweat. So we build phases: nutrition, antioxidation, amino acid profiles, mineral profiles, and proper hydration all support the detox and liver gallbladder pathways. Because detox isn't just happening in your liver. It's not just happening in your gallbladder. It's happening in your brain right now. It's happening in your thyroid, your heart, many tissues. So why B vitamins matter? Without cellular energy, you are in a boat with 2 engines that don't work. That's bad news bear. You better hope the radio works. Brain function declines. You make 3 million more neurotransmitters in your bowels than you have in your brain. And you need B vitamins to run these processes, to build these manufacturing brain chemicals so that you are balanced and healthy and happy and whole. That's what people don't realize. When you detox these pathways, you enhance brain function. So this is where the people talk about the gut-brain and brain-gut connections. But then they say the gut-brain connection because the gut is indeed the first brain. This is like output to the world. And so the gut is designed first. The gut is a mirror image of what your skin is radiating or how your brain is thinking. So we want to make sure that your stress responses are under control. Take care of the gut, because high stress, along with those food additives we mentioned earlier, those create damage to the leaky gut, and the tears begin to show up in the lining. So metabolism goes down, and then you feel fatigue, brain fog, low mood, weakened, or just not being able to concentrate effectively. So when you continue on your wellness journey, and if you continue with me, you're going to continue to learn how to detox, how to strengthen your gut, how to maximize hormonal support, how to help your body in the morning, how to strengthen your nighttime routine. I'm going to teach you all things when it comes to hacking this human anatomy. And I believe that we are on the fast track to getting things done that most people have no idea even how to do, much less serve the greater Houston area. So I'm very excited about what I get to do for people day in and day out. And I hope you are too. Sustainable living happens through choices. Your life, your health, your choice. Let's make good choices. And when you eat well, one bite at a time, you will thrive in a world that is set it up for you to be sick. So stay connected with us day in and day out. I'm excited to share my life with you, teach you all the things that I've learned in 21 years, what my clinic is showing me in strategies over the years to help all kinds of different ails. I threw out a lot of different symptom patterns this afternoon, this evening, and all throughout my day, I teach people how to live better, be better, one bite at a time. So I'm glad you're tuned in tonight. So thank you for sharing this message. Bring this message to your friends, family, and loved ones, and may you be blessed in all that you put your hands to, and know that we're here for you. You can go to drchapawellness.com. You can go to justlivewell.com. You can go to shop.justlivewell.com in the comments, and we will share more of the things that you can have access to. So we talked about a lot of products today. These to share my life with you, teach goes down, and then you feel fatigue, brain fog, low mood, weakened, or just not being able to concentrate effectively. So when you continue on your wellness journey, and if you continue with me, you're going to continue to learn how to detox, how to strengthen your gut, how to maximize hormonal support, how to help your body in the morning, how to strengthen your nighttime routine. I'm going to teach you all things when it comes to hacking this human anatomy. And I believe that we are on the fast track to getting things done that most people have no idea even how to do, much less serve the greater Houston area. So I'm very excited about what I get to do for people day in and day out. And I hope you are too. Sustainable living happens through choices. Your life, your health, your choice. Let's make good choices. And when you eat well, one bite at a time, you will thrive in a world that is set it up for you to be sick. So stay connected with us day in and day out. I'm excited to share my life with you, teach you all the things that I've learned in 21 years, what my clinic is showing me in strategies over the years to help all kinds of different ails. I threw out a lot of different symptom patterns this afternoon, this evening, and all throughout my day, I teach people how to live better, be better, one bite at a time. So I'm glad you're tuned in tonight. So thank you for sharing this message. Bring this message to your friends, family, and loved ones, and may you be blessed in all that you put your hands to, and know that we're here for you. You can go to drchapawellness.com. You can go to justlivewell.com. You can go to shop.justlivewell.com in the comments, and we will share more of the things that you can have access to. So we talked about a lot of products today. These Bring this message to your friends, family, and loved ones, and may you be blessed in all that you put your hands to, and know that we're here for you. You can go to drchapawellness.com. You can go to justlivewell.com. You can go to shop.justlivewell.com in the comments, and we will share more of the things that you can have access to. So we talked about a lot of products today.